I did it. I did it. I turned the 100 into the mill. Nobody believed in me. Well, I did it. $91,000. $200,000. $332,000. $400,000 in profit. So we'd be at 600,000. 824,000 smackaroos, boys. Bro, 3 fucking months turning $100 into $1 million.
الراجل ده يا جدعان حول 5000
as I'm celebrating it, I'm like,
5000 بالجنيه بالمصري
why should I be celebrating my
50 مليون جنيه بالمصري 100 دولار لمليون
one of the biggest
دولار.
things that I've been wanting to
ازاي؟
achieve.
تعال نشوف.
That's turning $100 into $1 million. I failed 3, 4, 5 times in front of hundreds of thousands of people, which is humiliating.
We're officially on the account. We're about to hit margin call right now.
And I kind of took a break from social media. It cracked me. I didn't have what it took to be that trader, to have that flip. Even though I had made multiple 7 figures in trading, I simply didn't have the mindset, I didn't have the willing power to push through all the negativity and push through the battles that I was gonna go through in this challenge to succeed. So a day after my birthday, I said, fuck it, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? We fail, we do it again. And little did I know, the year that I took off the challenge to become this now strong trader and more built for it, was the time that I was actually going to achieve it. This time, my target was to double the account every single week. Meaning, we start off with 100, take it from 100 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 800, 800 to 16, and so on. And according to my calculations, we should finish the challenge in about 3 months. Give or take, depending if we enter a losing streak and how much we lose in that losing streak. And we're looking for a risk to reward of a 1 to 2, meaning if we risk 100% of the account, we want to gain 200%. So that way we can actually meet the double every single week. And every single trade, like always, I'm going to share on my Instagram, on my Telegram, on my Discord, on my YouTube, everything. So people can go and watch the journey for themselves and learn from it and see that it's actually possible. And little did I know that I was about to make history in the trading industry, turning $100 into $1 million day trading in under 3 months. And this is how it went.
I'm gonna try and turn these $100 into $1 million, and we gotta hurry up because the market is officially open. 9:45 on Monday, and we already have the account ready to go.
So my goal the first week is to take the $100 into $200, meaning I risk 100 to make 200. And as I'm actually going to be identifying the top markets that I'm gonna be trading for the week, I had a curious idea. Let me go look back at the previous challenge that I did to see if the markets that I'm gonna be trading for the first week have some type of connection or correlation with the first markets that I traded in the last challenge on the first week.
11 months ago, you can clearly see this guy right here, which by the way, I don't know who this guy is or who he thinks he is, wearing 3 chains. Look at him. But you can see right here in the markets actually, so the first 2 pairs were actually GBP CAD and GBP USD. For this time around, literally a year later when we're doing the challenge, it's actually the second pair and then the third pair, which is actually pretty crazy.
This just hyped me the fuck up, meaning that I am on the right path and have a clear mindset, gonna execute the trades that I need to execute in order to pass this challenge. That nothing has changed in my strategy technical wise. The only thing that has changed is the trader executing this strategy. And a big difference between this challenge and the last one is that I am not going to let the challenge interfere with my day-to-day life.
There's something different that I want to do with this challenge is keep a perfect balance. Not be, because I don't want to get drained. I don't want to get burnt out of the challenge. So what I'm going to do is actually stay in my routine, do my business meetings, go to the gym, go out.
هيعملوا عادي يعني هو بيمارس حياته الطبيعية عادي
the whole week. And I was burnt out the weekend. I would just catch up on sleep and then do it again in the last challenge. And that's probably the main reason why I was burnt out and blew it. This time that is not going to happen. I'm gonna get shredded during this challenge because it's also a financial challenge, but a physical challenge, because I really do think that I can get to the best point I've ever physically been in my life.
Last time, I looked like a hermit. I was just stuck in my house, not leaving, not going to the gym, no social life, no regular day-to-day stuff, and I got blinded. I got lost in the journey, and I started just seeing things that I shouldn't be seeing. And like usual, every single Sunday, I would pick my top 3, top 4 markets that I'd be trading for the week, set my alarms, and then be ready to take the trades, either London or New York session. And I think the first pair I was gonna trade was GBP, JPY.
All right, guys, good morning. It is currently July 16th, Tuesday morning. So obviously we stayed up last night, so about like 3 in the morning-ish. I stayed up to catch this trade, and it was for no reason. We are currently in the position, and this is literally the max that I can honestly risk on the account. So last night, remember that I explained to you guys that I was waiting for the market to have a body closure under this line right here. So we had that body engulfing candlestick, and then I pretty much entered on the little quick pullback of the next one. And now that was for no reason, because all of London session, as soon as I fell asleep, literally did nothing. But the point is that now price is pulling back into the area where we entered. Usually what should happen is that as soon as we enter the trade, it just goes down with the momentum of the session. But now we haven't. But it is what it is. Enter the trade, set and forget. My prediction is that now from here, it is going to go down.
And as soon as I take the first position, obviously you have to risk 100% of the account to even get out of that hole. And I remember that I was in drawdown as soon as I took the trade. I'm like, here we go, starting off bad. And I think we were in drawdown about 35 bucks right at the start. So then there, it's either going to completely blow the account or skyrocket me out of it so that I can give me the balance that I need to then take on the next week and follow the goal that I have for every single week.
So I got it 1 minute ago, positive $15. Now we are about to hit margin call on the account 1 minute later. But this trading is so funny, dude. Oh my God.
But like always, when the trade went into drawdown, I wasn't gonna panic. I set and forget, because worst case that can happen, I just blow 100 bucks and I start right again. And guess what happened? Trade hit, take profit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to announce that we have reached the goal for the week. Actively right now, we are currently up $330, you guys can see here. Last night, literally what I said happened. 1 second. So look, check it out.
جدعان هو الراجل قاعد يتداول ويخسر ويكسب ويخسر ويكسب لغايه ما وصل ل 330 دولار.
London session was that bearish move to the downside. Had my take profit set at a 1 to 3.4 risk to reward. So meaning if I risked 100 bucks here, then I would have made $340 right here. As you guys can see, that is literally the math that is happening right now. Candlestick is going to close in 15 minutes over here. So I want to see how this candlestick closes right here in 15 minutes. And then based off of that, I'll then make my decision. And let's see if we can then this week flip this $450 to then $800 or $900, because that would put us really fast into the margin that we need to be in order for us to flip the $100 to the mill a lot faster.
It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. Pretty much we close at a $437 in profit. You guys can see here my FX book, pretty much how it's looking. Currently up $437. These are pretty much the fees we gotta pay. These are the orders. Well, there's nothing open right now. This is the history.
هيحول
you guys can see here both positions.
يعني كده قدامه اخر الاسبوع يعمل $900.
And now, same shit. Gym time. You know what sucks? So you only get to drive one supercar now. Lamborghini twin turbo. Just sold it.
راكب
Wide body
اللامبورجيني
here is at the
يابا.
shop. The rear brake caliper is broken. They're fixing it. The Porsche. I blew the second gear on the Porsche drifting. Rolls Royce is finally getting done wrapped. Should be done today or tomorrow. What other car do I have? The Maybach I'm not gonna drive. Oh yeah, I sold the Scat Pack, got rid of the Scat Pack. Scat Pack is gone. That was probably the dumbest thing I ever bought.
Yeah, the side-by-side.
The side-by-side is in the shop as well. Bro, half of my fleet right now is in the shop. I only get to drive a Ferrari right now. We were up 430 bucks, I think. And we hit the goal not only for week 1, but for week 2. Meaning that I didn't have to execute a trade next week or the week after. Because this one trade, because we set and forget and we caught a 1 to 3 risk to reward, we outdid the profit that we were even anticipating for this very same week just to get started. So we were off to a very good start right at the beginning. So since the week was off to a good start, I pretty much came to the executive decision that, you know what? We hit the goal not only for this week, but for next week. We're done for the week. Let's not get greedy. Let's not chase any trades. Let's just set and forget for the rest of the week. And next week, we'll come back with new fresh market, new fresh mindset, and then we'll pick up on the goal, which is going to be then taking $400 to about $900. So then that's exactly what we did. We did not take any other opportunities. And then the next week, we started off fresh with a new goal. And if we were to hit it, we're then ahead 3 weeks of the challenge, which is absolutely beautiful.
It's week 2 of me trying to turn $100 into a million day trade.
So like always, we start off the week on Sunday swings, analyzing the top 3 markets that we're gonna be trading for the week. And then we found some solid markets where it can probably even more double the account.
Account is still on $437. We got, I think, 7 solid markets in the markets. 7 solid markets in the markets. A lot of markets, a lot of fucking money. USD JPY. So USD JPY has a very clean left head, kind of right shoulder action going around here. We broke the neckline. Now we are retesting the neckline of the head and shoulders along with the 1 hour EMA. 4 hour time frame looks absolutely phenomenal. We're having a beautiful 1 hour bearish engulfing candlestick. Looks like we're having that pullback to retest that previous structure level. And then the daily time frame does not get any cleaner than this. Daily previous structure level, daily EMA, and then you guys can look left. It is obviously a level of resistance whenever we're under, the level of resistance whenever we're under. And this line right here, what is it, you may be asking? Around psychological level, 157,500. Or, like the smart money concept guys would call it, an order block. Potato, potato. This is around psychological level within area of interest. So this trade is my #1 trade that I'm gonna be interested in taking this week. All I'm really waiting for on this market, so earlier this week, what I was waiting for was this break. So that break already happened, and now this pullback is actively happening. So I just gotta wait for price to go back into this area so I can actually enter this trade.
We took the trade, which was on USD JPY, I believe.
Yo!
يا جدعان البورصة قدام الين الياباني. الراجل ده بس باين عليه محترف محترف جدا.
Fuck with me. Literally USD JPY, as simple and as effective as it gets. Look at this shit. We literally had the retest perfectly to the area of interest, the Marubozu, tweezer top, rejection, bearish engulfing candlestick. I keep telling you, you need an engulfing candlestick to enter a sell, or a bullish engulfing to enter a buy. I'm laughing because the mic is moving. So the point is that we're in this trade right now. Literally, we are already at $550. If this shit hits that take profit, we'll probably be at like 2-3K. We'll probably even break the goal for the week that we've been anticipating. So for now, just gonna set and forget.
But it was taking a little bit long, so I'm not gonna sit in front of the computer all day and basically do nothing. This is exactly what I said at the beginning of the challenge. I'm gonna go play basketball, I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go live my normal life so it doesn't affect my psychology, and I can always have a fresh mindset when I'm actually going to execute a trade, and I treat the markets one thing, and then my life, my personal life, is a completely other thing.
It can either literally make us or break us. It is currently 8 o'clock p.m. Miami time, so I think it's like about 2 hours or an hour and a half from the last time I updated you guys. And set and forget, now what we're gonna go do is pick up Jordan.
And for those of you guys that don't know who Jordan is, he's actually one of my top students, where about 6 years ago, he was actually working
يعني هتعدينا يا تفشخنا.
But he wasn't flying the airplanes, he was fixing them. He was a mechanic, fixing the planes that were broken down, probably making 50-60K a year. And he didn't want to live that life. He wanted to have a obviously successful life, and because of the set and forget strategy, he managed to not only get out of his job, but make trading his main source of income in just under 2 years, which is absolutely legendary. And over time, we become really, really close friends.
So Jordan, obviously, you know, is battling cancer and stuff, and his legs get really, really swollen, and I have a cold plunge. So cold water helps with inflammation. We're gonna put him inside the cold plunge in about like 20-30 minutes. So we're gonna pick him up now and show you guys the whole journey. All right, so this is Jordan. We're gonna take him out to the cold plunge. It's gonna suck, bro. It's gonna suck.
It's cold, right? Bro, it's a cold plunge.
Dude, it's gonna fucking suck. But I'm telling you, you're gonna get out and you're gonna feel fucking amazing.
So, you know, we would pick him up, take him to the cold plunge, and then drop him back off. He actually gave me some Mike Tyson signed gloves, which is super sick because, you know, Mike Tyson's a legend.
I told you I got you something, just came a little late.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. Signed by the book.
For me, it's a representation of Jordan because he's a fighter fighting through what he's doing, and obviously Mike Tyson is one of the most legendary fighters. So it's actually pretty cool to have boxing gloves signed directly from him.
Alright guys,
هو لازم يحط لك كده عارف القصه اللي هي برضه ايه بيساعد الناس وبتاع يعني يا عم ماشي اعتبرني واحد من الناس اللي بتساعدهم يا راجل ابعت لي بس يعني ايه $300 كده ماشي بيهم نفسي لغايه اخر الشهر.
Forget this shit for a very long time. 4 hours looking good. We are now currently up about $1,200 on the account. So I'm gonna continue to set and forget.
Which I think I was already about like $1,200, $1,300. And I had a decision to make. I can either close there and hit my take profit for the week, or I can logically look at the markets and realize that my analysis and my strategy is indicating to me that this trade is gonna have a much higher risk to reward ratio. So what would I do? The whole reason of me entering a trade is to capitalize the most I can from the gains.
All right guys, trade update. It is currently 3:17 in the afternoon and we're up about 1,600 on the trade. And you guys can see here that the market is about to close. You guys can see that the market is about to close in 2 hours. So this daily candlestick will close about an hour, 42 minutes. And it's honestly going a lot faster than I anticipated. And we're definitely going to close under that previous structure level. This is why you set and forget your take profit. You never put a take profit. You always put a stop loss to minimize your losses. You never put a take profit. You never want to minimize your losses. So this trade, we just continue to hold and set and forget.
And this is where I'm preaching to all of my students. I'm actively monitoring the markets, seeing how much more can we continue to go in one direction, because I'm a pro trend trader. I trade with all the time frames in my favor. So the trade continues to go in that direction on the long run. You want to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So in here is where I continue to set and forget and analyze the markets, and the trade went from 1,000 in profit to 2,000.
Currently up about $1,600 on the account, so we're up $2,000
to 3,000.
God damn.
Wow, bro. Wow.
How long did it take you last year to do this?
This is probably almost a month. Last year. That shows you how much better of a trader I've become. I'm so much less attached to the profits and of the money behind this. Bro, that's crazy, dude.
And keep in mind, the goal for the week was 900. So if I close at this point, I'm ahead by 6 weeks in the challenge, cutting the end goal of turning the 100 into the million to then maybe then 2 months. So at this point, I'm fucking hyped. So then as we're like halfway through the week, I'm basically living my normal life, drifting, going out to the gym, just doing whatever I gotta do. I realized that, you know what, 3K, more than enough. I can see the trade that it can potentially have a reversal because the structure is starting to shift. So I closed my profits there.
You guys can see right here that the account is at officially $3,000. You guys can see here on the My FX book, pretty much where we started the account with, the current balance. This was updated 2 days ago. You guys can see here the history. These are all the trades that we have taken. Obviously 2 trades on GBP, JPY, 1 trade on USD, JPY.
And I did not take any more trades for the week on week 2 because I'm well past the profit that I need. There's no reason on me to go chase and add new trades. So I simply set and forget, and then we pulled up to the next week where then the goal was to take 3K to 6K.
Last week we turned $437 into $3,000.
Same thing as always, Sunday swings, analyzing the markets with my students, finding the top 2, top 3 markets.
يا جدعان اللي يعرف يعمل زي الراجل ده كده يعني ينزل يقول لنا في الكومنتات.
And at this point in the challenge where I'm at 3K,
عايزين
I no
نعمل
longer
حوارات زي
have
دي
to
يا جدعان
risk
مش كده
100% of the account. Because one, I'm already ahead by 4 weeks. And my goal once I get to about 3 to 5K is to minimize my risk on the account to about 50 to 75%. Meaning if I take a losing trade, I don't start back at 0. At least I still have some ammunition to then kick back and get started right where I was for the profit that it should be for that week. So in my mindset, technically, yes, I did lose some time, but I lost time that I gained, not time that where I should actually be in the challenge. So for example, let's say I took a loss on the 3K account and I'm go back to the 900, well, it's technically where I'm supposed to actually be for the challenge for that week. So it gives me the freedom to be able to actually do that because I'm so ahead in the challenge.
All right guys, so market update. It is currently 9:49 in the morning. We are officially in the trade. So I already entered. Before that, let me show you guys the time, right? So what time is it right now in Miami? I come over here, I refresh the website, 9:49 in the morning. So literally to show you guys, we just entered the trade. So look, pull up here. So you guys remember how I literally just mentioned that we were gonna have a pullback into this level to then sell. So we literally had that pullback perfectly. I didn't go exactly to where I anticipated, but got really close. I entered it, and just to show you guys proof, I was just recording for Instagram right now. As soon as we entered the trade, we're literally like using margin and shit because we entered the trade, pretty much risked everything. So I just wanted to show you guys that But now we're officially in the trade. We're up $400 on it currently right now. Like always, have to show you guys that it is a real account. So you guys can see right here that it is indeed a real account. You guys can see where the account is currently sitting and we're currently now going to just wait. But I explained to you guys perfectly this. I explained to you guys the break and retest here. I entered at this next retest where we should have waited for it here. Should have waited for the break and retest here to then sell. But then this didn't happen here. It happened here. We then entered after the engulfing, which ideally we should be entering up here.
So then on week 3, we started off with a new trade that we took, and we pretty much went straight into drawdown, about 50% drawdown in the account, which is totally fine. I'm okay with it. I don't mind the swings. But I continued to set and forget, and then the trade and the trend ended up going in the favor, where I ended up analyzing, and then the trade actually went back into profit. We're about 5,000 floating in profit. Keep in mind, my goal for the week is actually 6,000. And like always, I'm updating my Telegram, Discord, Instagram, I'm mass social media blasting these trades everywhere. So I'm not the only person that's in profit or in loss. Like there's hundreds of thousands of traders all around the world looking at the same market that I am. People in Africa, people in London, people in the States, going through the same journey that I'm going through, because if I'm making money, you're making money. But if I'm losing money, you're losing money too. And I always have this belief that in order for you to receive, you have to give. So I'm at this point in the challenge where I need to receive, right? I gotta make back some of these profits. I'm like, you know what? Let me give my boy sensei a little gift. I'm not the only person that's in profit or in loss. Like there's hundreds of thousands of traders all around the world looking at the same market that I am. People in Africa, people in London, people in the States, going through the same journey that I'm going through. Because if I'm making money, you're making money. But if I'm losing money, you're losing money too. And I always have this belief that in order for you to receive, you have to give. So I'm at this point in the challenge where I need to receive, right? I gotta make back some of these profits. I'm like, you know what? Let me give my boy Sensei a little gift. One of 10 in the world.
So this is a very special edition watch. So this is a Muhammad Ali Mont Blanc watch. So you see it has like Ali through here. And then you see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here. You see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here.
¿Por qué no me regalaste un Rolex?
ماله محمد علي بقى في كل مكان. مين محمد علي؟ محمد علي كلوي ولا محمد علي مين؟ لا استنى معلش يا باشا، انت كده جاي معانا.
Through here, Mont Blanc watch. So you see it has like Ali through here, and then you see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here. You see the Muhammad Ali everywhere throughout here.
¿Por qué no me regalaste un Rolex mejor?
Pen was like $3,000. I don't even think this guy appreciated that shit. But you know what? I don't care. Because when I go look at my trade that same night, we were up about $9,000 on the account.
So right now we are currently floating about $6,000 in profit. The account is currently at $9,000 in equity. And you guys can see this trade right here is literally continuing the momentum to the downside. Just continuing the set and forget trend. That's why you gotta trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So you guys can see the 4-hour close very strong. And I'm gonna just continue to hold this trade. If tomorrow closes under this line right here, not this one, I'm just copy and pasting. If the candlestick closes under this line right there, we will probably turn this into over $15,000 easily. So let's wait for now, simply just set and forget.
So if you want to receive something, first you gotta give. And I actually put this to test later throughout the journey, and it came back 10 times more. So a little bit more on that later in the journey. And then the usual happened every single time you set and forget. The trade ended up going to $15,000 fucking dollars.
15,500. So exactly what I was mentioning to you guys earlier. I had to see, like, you can't just close a trade right away. So obviously we're gonna close the trade because we wanted it to close under this line, well, under this right here. And actively it looks like we are piercing through that. So this candlestick closes in the next 5 minutes, as you can see right over here. And if this candlestick closes under this line, it will mean that it closes under this structure point. And then there, I truly do believe that it could then easily go from here to then this point right here. So right now we literally gotta wait the next 5 minutes. If it closes above like that, I'm gonna close it right then and there. If not, I'll squeeze it in for the little bit extra right here. So just to show you guys, we're up about 15,100 right now. Fuck, bro.
ايه اللي حصل؟
Trade started reversing on me, dude. Look at this, bro. Fuck. Trade started reversing. We were up like 15,000 here now, bro.
اوبا.
Like I said, I forget too much, bro. It's like
يلا يا ابن الكدابة.
So right now it's currently 12:30 in the afternoon. Right here, you guys can see where the account is. It's officially closed at $15,000. You guys can see right here in the history. So you guys can see that we officially closed this trade at $12,200 in profit. So we closed it earlier, literally as soon as I told you guys, pretty much after it closed that line. So it did make it all the way up to this structure point. And then it had a reaction. So pretty much exactly what I explained. It's gonna have a reaction from that structure point right here. And if we follow this line, exactly what it did. So our entry points are as precise as they get. Our stop losses, our take profit, everything with the 7-figure strategy, fucking sniper. Yo, the goal for the week was $6,000. We are at $15,000. So if we were to close at $6,000 this week, the goal for next week was to turn 6 to 12. So we just did this week and next week.
خطط بفلوس. تقولوا لنا يا جدعان الدنيا دايره ازاي يعني موضوع التداول ده.
We're ahead of schedule.
We should just fuck off for 2 weeks, right?
Keep in mind, I'm looking at the numbers on the screen because you guys like to see it. I hate looking at the MetaTrader and the money go up and down. I hate it. It fucks with your mind. I only like looking at the charts because what happens in the charts directly correlates with what's happening on the numbers. What happens on the numbers does not mean that that affects the charts. The charts affects the numbers. I only like looking at the charts because I can make a logical decision based off of the price action. I can't make a logical decision based off of me being up 5,000 or 6,000. What connection does that have to the charts? Zero. So I started implementing that and educating people on it, and everybody kind of had like an aha moment. They're like, oh, you know what? That does make sense. I should only look at the charts and not the numbers. Because if you focus on the structure is gonna equal the money. This is like the prime where I was in the challenge in terms of ahead. Like I had so much time ahead of what I anticipated to have that I felt like the king of the world at this point. So we ended off week 3 closing at about $15,000 in profit, where then the goal for next week was to then take the 15K to then 30K.
It's week 4 of me turning $100 into $1 million.
الاسبوع
Last week we were trying to turn $3,000 up to $6,000.
Now the next week actually started off kind of slow. No trades towards the beginning of the week, so we kind of just had fun, gym,
يا جدعان حد عرفنا عليه اديله 200 جنيه. لا عرفنا على الراجل ده اديله 200 جنيه. 200 جنيه خارجين مني 200 لحلوح. الراجل ده اللي عرفنا عليه. ايه ده؟ ماله مال ترامب يخرب بيت
But I just got 2 new posters. Gonna give one to one of my family members. They're all about Trump, and I want to put one on the wall. I think this is a legendary.
لا يا جدعان انا خلاص الراجل ده مش عايز اتعرف عليه. الراجل طلع يعرف ترامب. ماشي ده الراجل ايه ده وبتاع. ده دي اللي بتاع اللي وقعها له ترامب. بص يا اسطى بص ده الراجل شكله يا اسطى معدي يخرب بيت ابوك وايه ده.
So that's basically where he's
ترامب اليومين دول طايح في الدنيا يا جدعان. طايح في الدنيا بلاش. خلاص يا اسطى انا خلصت انا مش عايز اتعرف عليه.
Oh wait, so this is 1 out of 4.
Yeah, 1 and that's 2.
على ايه؟
Oh shit, so I got the real.
هو حلو قصدي يعني هو شكله حلو يعني هو الواد ده.
So for people that don't know, I was the first person that trusted our land to paint a land.
بص على الواد يا اسطى.
The first one. It's crazy.
He hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do art battles."
مين لامب ده يا جدعان؟ حد يعرف لامب ده؟
2022. Yeah. So yo, I want to paint your Lambo on art battles, and I'm like, dog, I don't know. That sounds a little crazy. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's do 2 Lambos. And then my hood, and it was Sensei's whole entire.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Then we did the rolls.
The Don.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Don.
والله العظيم.
You know I have this painting.
ده الراجل لطش بتاع كده شكله هو بقى طب يا جدعان انا ينفع فنان جامد جدي في الحوارات دي. ده كمان حاطط صورته على ده مين ده التاني يا جدعان؟
Then the unexpected happened.
اسمه
kind of
جوردن.
expected because I started getting bored in the challenge. I'm so ahead. I feel like Superman. I'm winning every trade. I'm ahead by 4 or 5 weeks. I feel like I can take any trade. So the market wasn't giving me pro trend trades, meaning having markets that have every single time frame in the favor to trade with, and there was just nothing available that checked out everything in my trading plan. I had to do something degenerate, take trades that I shouldn't be taking.
Alright guys, markets update. So I spent the morning kind of just focusing, locking in, diving on this trade to see if I was making the right decision, because we have officially taken the most degenerate trade of the whole entire fucking challenge. The biggest counter trend trade. It's such a degen trade that I did not risk 100%. I risked 20% on this trade. So just show you guys currently market update, and we are negative about $500 because we literally just entered the trade as the candlestick just closed right now. So yesterday on Euro USD, I'm sure you guys can remember that I was anticipating for price to have a sell from this point up here to then reject, and then for price to actually make it all the way down here to then have the actual buy on Euro USD, because we're anticipating for USD to make it all the way down here, reject this level, and then head to the upside. Since we broke out, we never retested it, so we're expecting for that retest. And here on the 1 hour, you can very clearly see that we are creating a potential left head right shoulder. Again, it's not a confirmed right shoulder until we don't break under this neckline. But I believe what it's creating right here, it's such a strong level of accumulation. Looks like a 1 hour double top, 30-minute time frame. I see it, I almost see it like squeezing into this inwards triangle, whatever you want to call this. Again, I hate trend lines and I hate all this stuff because they're very subjective, but you can literally see how price is squeezing into this area. And I personally believe it's going to have more of a reason to burst down than burst up. I could be completely wrong, because I don't believe that this area that it's rejecting from right now is going to be the area to continue pushing to the upside. I think such a strong move like this has to have a deeper retracement before actually heading to the upside. So when I go down to the 4 hour, this 4 hour candlestick still has about 3 hours to close, and the last one closes a very indecisive candle. I think this next one can engulf close under this, which then on the 1 hour it'll give us the break under this neckline of the head and shoulders. You notice I put my stop loss a little bit right above this level, because if we pretty much break above this, the trade is just going to keep going to the upside.
بيحدد مساراته ويبدا يمشي عليها يا ابن اللعيبه. خلي بالك الواحد لو فهم اللعبه دي قسما بالله هيوديهم في داهيه.
I don't really care. I'm glad that I ended up getting that out of my system. I'm a fucking idiot, bro. Like, I mean, technically we're still in the trade, right? So it could clearly reject this level right here. So it can literally have the same reaction to the downside, and then this same reaction to the downside. That's why I'm very strategic with my stop loss placement. But the trade that I should be taking is at the break and retest from the neckline to the head and shoulders. Like, I know this. I know this. You know, I just decided to get involved. But doesn't really set us back much of the challenge. It's an unnecessary loss. Well, there's not a loss yet, but it's just a trade update. So it's just like an hour later from the last time that we took the trade. So
هو انت فاهماني يا ابني؟ انت بتقول يا جدعان حد عرفني على الراجل.
And this is what a lot of you guys do. A lot of you guys do this. A lot of you guys will take trades that you shouldn't be taking, but you guys won't put the blame on yourself or hold yourself accountable. I know exactly what I did. I did the wrong thing. Now, do I accept it? 100%. You guys, when you do the wrong things, you don't accept it. You're ready to put the blame on someone's strategy, on the markets, on anything but yourself. And that's what, once you start having that self-recognition, is once you start developing a nonchalant character for trading in the markets, and that's how you truly become successful. Because you realize that your success, whatever the outcome is, successful or not, is 100% because of you, not because of another outsource. Like, I'm the one that clicked the sell button. The phone didn't click it just for me. So for now, set and forget.
هي الفكرة يا جدعان برضه الحوار ده في المتعة. يعني ايه اللي حصل يخرب بيت امك؟
Yo, that's a sign that we shouldn't.
بيعمل ايه يا جدعان؟ ده هبل يا جدعان.
We took the first fucking loss in the 100 to the middle count.
ايه ده؟ هو في ايه؟ خسر يعني خسر ولا عشان خسر؟ ايه هتقطع الفلوس؟
Yeah, first loss in the challenge, and I said, you know what? This loss isn't because of my strategy. My strategy works. There was just no opportunities that week that align with my strategy. I decided to be a slick ass, wanted to be smart and take trades that I shouldn't, because I was bored, because I felt like I was Superman. And this is the week where I decided to implement a punishment. Every single time I break my trading plan, I then have to do something in order so I hold myself accountable. Because again, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching these videos, following all the trades, making money with me, losing money with me, and I don't mind
هو
losing
عمال
money
اللي يكرر
if
الحوار
I'm
ده.
following my trading plan.
الناس اللي تكسب
But if
معايا
I'm
الناس اللي
breaking my
بتخسر
trading
معايا
plan,
هو
I
في
do
ايه
mind
يا
losing
اسطى؟
money because I shouldn't
الراجل ده
not be
بيشتغل
doing that.
فلوس
I
للناس
should
يا
only
جدعان.
lose money when I follow my trading plan. So whenever I don't follow my trading plan, there has to be a
يا
punishment.
جدعان
And that's
الراجل
where the
ده
beetle
سيب
came in.
كومنتات
I have
بالله عليكم،
owned
الراجل ده بيشغل فلوسه
Lamborghinis,
للناس.
Ferraris, Porsches, Rolls Royces,
McLaren.
Bro, McLaren.
ماكلان اوه ماكلان روز رويز يعني عادي بروح امك، والماكلان دي اللي خلاص مشكله. يا عم انا لو معايا فيها 28 قسما بالله ابقى
This right
مبهور.
here is my new masterpiece.
ايه ده؟ هي دي الماكلان؟
Yes.
هي دي فيها 28 لا دي فيها اللي هي اللي بيسموها عندنا في مصر زنون.
Perfect.
صح؟ الزود بقى. شباب بس هلا هو جايب
Yeah, we're getting a haircut on Thursday night.
تعالى
So
خد لك
tomorrow we
عربيتين
always
من
get a haircut
عندنا.
Friday morning.
واحدة
We're gonna
بمليون
go
بس.
tonight because Eric is not available.
لا عشان هو الاثنين هو جايبينها بكام ده يا جدعان؟ بص بقى بص الفشخرة. فشخرة كدابة قسما بالله الناس دي ايه ده يا جدعان؟
What is that? What do you mean?
Bro,
What is that shit?
Oh my
My new car.
god. My bro.
You don't like it?
هو الواد ده يعرف حد هو الواد ده عربي ولا ايه يا جدعان؟
Marco.
اركن يا عم اركن تعالى
Let
له.
me explain to you guys the real moral behind this car right here. So this is so I follow my
الأفلام
trading plan and my
الحقيقية
trading rules.
ورا
Obviously I have a
أساسية.
shit ton of cool
أيوة
cars,
يوم.
but this is gonna humble me every single time I break
ما
my
انت متواضع قوي.
This
ده
week
انت
I have
نزل
broken my
لدرجة
trading
التواضع يا
plan
راجل.
twice.
انا ما
Meaning
كنتش بقدر
every
اركبها
single
في
time
مصر.
I break my trading plan, I cannot drive any of my cars for 24 hours. The only car that I can drive is this for 24 hours. So
والله
what is that
العظيم.
going to incentivize me to do? To not break my trading plan.
انت
Every single time I break my trading plan, I
انا
have
ما
to drive
بركبش
this for 24
عربية
hours.
24
That's
ساعة
just
في اليوم،
the
العربية دي
price and
ممكن
the
يطلع عليها
consequence that I have
24
to
ساعة.
pay.
تقريبا
What do you
عشان
think?
التكييف فيها شديد
Fuck
شوية.
with it? And it's manual.
It is?
Yes, it's four speed.
What, you're gonna drift it?
That's just 1966.
طبيعي
Oh,
يعني.
his sense is here.
Give me a license.
You don't like it? No? Sorry.
Give me a license que tú compraste.
Hey.
Ah.
You like it?
Sí, se parece a mí.
الواد ده اسمه
We're gonna be
ده
blessed if we get a fucking whiff of air in that.
كولومبي.
No airbag. Oh shit. That sucks.
رايحة كريهة. شغالة يا اسطى. جيب لك الولا احمد يظبط معاك الكلام فيها وهياخد بس ربع مليون. هو بكام ده؟ بص يا اسطى اتاكا والله العظيم عربية انتيكا.
Oh, we out. Oh, goodness, I'm not
لا ولمم صحابه اللي معاهم من فيرجينيا واللي معاهم مش عارف ايه واللي مش عارف معاه فين عشان خاطر حضرته يعمل ايه؟ يزور العربية يعني فاهم العربية دي خنفسة افتكرت يا اسطى افتكرت اسمها اسمها الخنفسة. يا جدعان اللي حضر العربية دي او ركبها او حصل معاه اي لقطة فيها العربية دي يقول يسيب لنا كومنت ويقول حصل معاه ايه.
Leaning what way? Like this.
Really? Hey, follow your trading plan. If not, you're gonna be like me.
انت هتحور بقول لك اتبع خطتك انت مالكش دعوه بيا عشان ما تبقاش توصلش زيي يعني يا عيني يا ابني ده زاخدينها زق. ما هي دي العربيه كده يا جدعان والله ركبتها مره بس ركبت منها الفئه.
And I leave so much by
full of
example
flux,
that
flux,
I
yeah,
went to go
that's
do some
my-
student podcasts with students that have made over $100,000 with my strategy. And instead of me pulling up in a supercar and taking them for a cool journey as I normally do, I pulled up in the Beetle. Even the students were making fun of me because they expect for me to pull up and show them the lifestyle, and I showed them the real lifestyle. I broke my trading plans and now I'm driving this piece of shit. And I wanted to show it as an example to them. Like, yeah, all right, cool. My student made 100,000.
ايوه يلا ايوه
Buddy,
كلامه على
I want to
وضعه.
let you know you need to
100,000
have something to
دولار.
hold you accountable how
هو
I
يعني
am
عمرو
right
بيقول
now.
إن صحابي،
Because if you don't,
كانوا
you're gonna
بيسخروا
probably end up
مني
driving a
يعني.
car like this. So that's why I led by
هو
example
قرر
and to show
إن
the students
حتة
live in
قطعة الجهاز دي
person
هيخليها
that
تجيب معاها
they need to continue
تجيب
to follow the
فلوس
trading
يعني.
plan to be successful. The moment they don't, they're gonna end up in a car like that. It's kind of a funny way to look at it, but it's the reality of the situation. This is where the humbling begins. You guys know how much I love driving
مستخدم
my
مايك دي جي
Ford
يا
GT3
جدعان.
and driving it like a man and driving my Ferrari
مش غالي يعني المايك
driving
ده
it like a
برضه.
man. But man's gotta do what a man's gotta do and a man's
بس هو شكله معاه
gotta
مايك
pay the
بتحبه
price. And I'm doing this to show you guys that I'm
إن شاء
holding
الله
myself
ربنا
accountable
يكرمنا
for breaking my
ونعمكم
rules.
معانا
And as you guys can tell, I've already attempted to drive this vehicle. And today starts the 24-hour clock where I will only drive the Beetle. What name should we give the Beetle? Keep in mind, it's a 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. It has the original engine, 4-speed transmission.
ارجع فلوكس زي ما انا قلت له والله ارجع يا وريني.
It has the original engine, 4-speed transmission.
والله عندهم خنفسة برضه.
The Beetle. What name should we give the Beetle? Keep in mind, it's a 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. It has the original engine, 4-speed transmission. I tried turning it on earlier, it did not work. We're gonna try again right now. So this is to show you guys that I'm going back to my roots of me literally having to hold myself accountable when I do something wrong. I don't want to do this, but if I don't follow my trading plan, I will no longer be able to drive a fucking Ferrari or a Porsche. I'm gonna probably be driving some shit like this. So I'm gonna keep following my trading plan so I don't end up in a fucking car like this. Please turn on.
واخد بالك يا اسطى بقول لك ايه؟ مش هتدور يا عم. حرقت بتاعك يا ابن الجزمة. والله ده حرق دم.
What name should we give it? Should it be a he? Should it be a her? Come on. Come on.
يا اسطى معاه شفت الساعة يا جدعان اللي لابسها اصلا؟ ايوه زق نط.
You guys know about this.
نط.
What profitable
شباب مع بعض صلاة. والله عيب على سنك يعني. هي متعة بقى، هي متعة. هنعمل الكيف بزل. الكيف بزل. ده رايق، ده فاكر نفسه فاهم؟ ايوه على وضعك يسمح لك يا اسطى. ده ايه ده يا جدعان؟ مش احنا مالناش دعوة. دي بقى شكل السياسة.
So we ended off on week 4 with the first loss that we had in the whole entire challenge. So this was a big uppercut to my ego because to this point I felt invisible. I literally felt like I could do anything. I could win every single trade.
It's week 5 of me trying to turn $100 into $1 million. Day trading. Last week, we ended up taking 2 unnecessary losses because I broke my trading plan.
So we started off the challenge with about 8,000, which is where we left off last week because we took the account 15 to 8,000. So at this point of the challenge, I am not scared to execute a position. I'm being a little bit more selective. So I actually avoided some wins that I could have taken, but I also avoided a couple of losses that I could have taken. And funny enough, because some of my friends were actually calling me in the middle of the week saying, hey, you're gonna get into this and enter this. I'm like, no, dude, trust me, I'm not gonna enter these counter trend trades. I don't want to drive the fucking Beetle.
عيب الكلام ده راجل قليل ادب.
Oh wow, I just saw this right now. I'm actually laughing because one of my friends called me earlier. He's like, yo, what should I do with NZD USD? I entered earlier this week, Sunday night, when you sent it out to me. So this is one of my friends that I went to high school with. Literally one of the only close friends that I have outside of, you know, my team. And he told me, he's like, yo, should I close NZD USD or do I hold? I'm like, dude, if you hold, it can have the risk of having a pullback. I don't think you should hold. I think you should close. He's like, nah, I'm gonna set and forget. I'm like, brother, you have to know when to set and forget and when to not set and forget. This is not the time you don't want to like not close this trade. And I'm laughing because I know he is. I'm gonna call him. Yeah, so I'm not friend. I'll call you 100 times. I don't give a fuck.
أقول واحد صاحبه يعني زي أخوه أكتر من أخوه.
Yeah, you're sleeping? Have you seen your trade?
كلمه يعني وقال له يا جدعان والله انت يا اسطى ما خدتش فلوسك عشان الدنيا خربانه في الام دي.
Fuck me, I told you, bro.
You told me to have a pullback, not a whole fucking move straight down.
This is what I told you, bro. I told you it was gonna have a pullback, bro. You don't fucking listen to me, dog. What do you think?
You told me set and forget.
No. I told you don't set and forget this trade. It's gonna have a pullback. You didn't listen to me, bro. Yo, I literally told you, bro. I'm like, yo, it's gonna have the pullback.
So week 5, we actually did not end up taking any trades at all. We did a lot of action stuff. I went to go look at a new penthouse that I was looking to move into. The Bugatti that I bought, my pink Bugatti. We got delivery of it with Jane Juice, which is another successful student of mine from the 30-day boot camp.
No, so I bought a new car. So you don't know what car I bought, right?
You don't? No.
right, we better know in a little bit.
So I'm gonna say something and say some words of courage, but all I have to say is set and forget. That's all I gotta say.
You think, bro?
I have no words to say, honestly. And it's
You're the only one that knows, bro.
I'm speechless, honestly. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll leave it for you guys to see it.
Well, he has made over $250,000 in trading in under 6 months. He got into my first boot camp at the beginning of the year, and then later throughout 6 months after applying everything he learned in the strategy, he made more than $250,000. I find out, I'm like, dude, pull up to Miami, let's do a podcast. You know, I like to show traders that if they apply the strategy and they do everything the right way, the lifestyle that they want is just a couple moves away. All you have to do is execute the strategy correctly. So later throughout the week, just more day-to-day action in my life, and we did not take any trades. So keep in mind, the week before this, we ended up taking our first loss. Then the week after this was week 5, we ended up taking no trades, which kind of made me feel a little bit not like Superman anymore, because at the beginning of the challenge I felt invincible. Now this times I'm getting a little bit more humbled. I'm being very selective on the type of trades that I'm taking, because obviously I don't want to blow the account. Now I'm so ahead, I have so much time in front of me that I want to be on track to complete the challenge.
It's week 6 of me turning $100 into $1 million. Let me tell you, you guys aren't ready for this.
Then we started off week 6 at same exact balance. The only difference now is that we have a Bugatti in the front of the driveway.
Now we got views of my fucking Bugatti. So if I don't complete this challenge,
خد بالك انت بالكلام Bugatti.
for the Bugatti. So I definitely have to complete the challenge and stay en route.
محدش يكلمني مش هركب بوجاري، انا هركب فلوس باجي.
Bugatti's pink. I'm wearing blue.
يا باشا هو الراجل ده بيدور على
I'll be
الفاضي.
right back. Give me a second. More like it, huh? Gotta be on the
انت
same
ده
vibe.
بيطقم مع العربية. ماشي.
Still surreal.
جبت لي غلطة ابن الكلب والله لابس لون العربية.
My payment is $46,000 a month, and then the insurance is like $2,500, so it comes out to like $49,000 every month. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do to make that up.
And to start off the week, like always, we do the Sunday swing. We
هي
pick the
العربية اللي ورا
top 2,
دي.
top 3 markets for the week ahead. But I decided to go look at my track record on the trades that I'm taking in the account, to look at the stats. Like, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? So I can learn from it and double down on what I'm doing right and fix what I'm doing wrong.
Currently, we have taken the $100 to
يا عم ورينا البتاع افتح ايدك يا ارفع ايدك
Yes, you see
يا.
that the starting balance was $100 and it was just
تمام،
updated 44
349
minutes ago.
بشوف
Down below over here, you can currently see our win rate is currently a 70% of the total amount of trades that we have taken. We've taken a total of 7 amount of trades, and 100% of our trades have been short, so we have not taken any long positions. And our average duration is an interesting 20 hours. Now, this right here is going to be a problem very soon, the commissions that we have on the account, because the bigger, obviously, we start scaling on this challenge, the more slippage, the more commission, everything that it's gonna cost us to trade. So I might be switching brokers very, very soon. Not entirely sure just yet, but I will be letting you guys know if I do. Well, I don't market a broker. I'm just gonna let you guys know if I switch to a broker. I don't plan to market any broker anytime soon.
You know what's funny? I paid $2,000 for that lighter. It doesn't work. Now I have to use the $20. What is it? How much? I don't even know how much this is. Like $5 at a gas station?
ماله السيجار يعني؟ هو ايه السيجار ده كوبي؟
It just doesn't feel right lighting a good cigar with a $5 lighter from a gas station. I feel like I'm disrespecting the
السيجار
cigar.
$5.
$2,000 on a lighter.
يا ابن الكلب.
PVP-CHF, probably one of the cleanest ones that you can probably see. And it is this beautiful higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low,
higher low ايه بس يخرب بيت
shift the
امك.
structure,
الشاب
lower,
سيجار
low,
ب$2000.
lower, low. Now this time for me it's bearish. Now if I just show you guys this market structure like this, which is realistically how you have to look at the structure of the market, not look at the market. This right here is the structure of the market. And you can clearly see how we were creating higher highs, higher lows, and we shifted. We did a ginormous and beautifully formatted double top pattern right here. And now we're coming back to retest that neckline of the double top to then have a reaction to the downside. But what a coincidence that the neckline of the double top happens to also be at the weekly EMA and also happens to have a round psychological level 1.12500. which is obviously very key because now you just have 3-4 things that simply make sense at this area in order for you to be interested in the trade. What a coincidence, now we also have the daily EMA, we also have the daily structure level, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to be waiting for this trade is for price to have a break and retest under this little double top formation that we're potentially creating at this area here. So have an alarm right at the bottom of it that's going to notify me as soon as we break out of it. And this trade, once it does that, it's going to have a great risk reward. We can easily get a 1 to 5 or even to this structure point, and then obviously we have a smaller stop loss. We get like a 1 to 6, 1 to 6.7. This is a great risk reward on this trade because we are following the trend. We're trading with the weekly time frame, we're trading with the daily time frame, and once that double top breaks, we're trading with the 4-hour time frame. So we have 3 time frames that are going all in the same direction. We simply just enter the trade, set and forget.
So after we analyze the top markets for the week, like always on Sunday Swings, we then realized there was no markets to trade, but then we got a phone call from this guy that was like, yo, you want to put your Bugatti in a music video with Kodak Black and Trump.
The Bugatti in this warehouse and have this Trump's marching band behind it playing while Kodak and all them are rapping in front. But Trump will be there.
I mean, I've been part of a couple music videos. I know how this shit goes, you know? Pull up at 3, start at 7, end at 1 in the morning, you know?
Bro, I fucking hope it's not like that.
Like, fuck yeah. I've been listening to Kodak Black since I was like 15, and who doesn't like Trump? Little did I know that I was getting scammed. Trump was not pulling out. And Kodak Black pulled up 20 hours late. And that same night, my Bugatti, bro.
Kodak's not here yet. We'll probably be here in like 30 minutes. We won't leave till like 3 in the morning. Watch.
بص عامل ازاي البتاع ده اصلا اللي لابسه ده فيه يا جدعان عرفوني على الناس دي. ايوه بيقول لك عطلان اهي دي عطلانه برضه ده مش راضي يسوقها يا اسطى.
We are still here 9 a.m.
بص يا اسطى جاب لها عربيه نقل يا اسطى ومكان الناس تروح تودي وتجيب وبتاع. بص مصورها اصلا مصورها حاططها على تليفون بوجاتي. ايه بوجاتي اللي بتعمل كام يعني العربيه دي يا جدعان؟ بص يا اسطى لا شكلها عطلان.
I don't even want to talk about that. So after we finish all those shenanigans, like always, patience pays. And most importantly, following the seven-figure strategy.
GBP CHF, as you guys can see, we're currently up about $6,000. So we entered this trade earlier, probably like fucking, I don't know, like an hour ago. But we're in the middle of all these calls, and the trade is now heading into our direction. Everything's looking very well. We're actually in a lot more profit than I expected. Obviously, I did not account how volatile this pair is. I did not realize that if this pair goes into a little bit more drawdown, we'll blow this account completely because this pair is super volatile. I actually have not entered a trade in GBP CHF in a very long time. But this trade right here, if it does hit my take profit, it could take this account up to like $70,000 if it does make it all the way down here.
And then we were up now from the $8,000 that we were technically down back up to the 15,000 where we were 2 weeks ago. So now we're picking back up, staying on track. And the goal for this week was to turn the 8,000 to 16,000 or 18,000 roughly. And again, I had an executive decision to make. Do I close at the profit of the week or do I set and forget?
يا جدعان انتظروا مني فيديوهات التداول.
Drum roll please. $38,000.
وانا بس يا جدعان موضوع الفيديوهات دوت والله واتعلم اعمل انا بتعلم في كذا حاجه يا جدعان مش كده بس التداول دخل دماغي بصراحه.
Right now in London session is going to have a pullback. Let me show you.
ما جربتش
So I think now this will have a retracement to retest this neckline of the left head right shoulder. for then the trade to then head to the downside. Currently on the daily time frame, we closed very strong as a bearish engulfing, but we could come back and retest these daily wicks right here, so then the trader can continue heading to the downside. Now, this is where a lot of beginner traders will probably get, you know, FOMO and either close out their positions here, or they can probably set and forget the whole entire way. Currently, just waiting for it to do its thing. But then when we go close the trade, we get the most ridiculous slippage I have ever gotten in any trading account. And I said, if I'm getting slippage at this part in the challenge so early on, I don't want to be with this broker anymore.
بص يا جدعان فوق كده عشان 22,000 ده الاساسي البالانس رصيده 696 رجع طلع منهم بربح 13,747.
We just withdrew all the money. So we just draw the money from the current broker. Should get into my wallet by the end of today, maybe tomorrow. And we're gonna deposit into a new broker, which I might be letting you guys soon which broker it's going to be, so you guys are gonna have the same market commissions as me. Current broker right now, the fees were all over the place. The commissions were okay. It was more of the slippage. I would literally try and close the trade out and I get slipped out. I wouldn't get closed at the point that I wanted to. So I'm gonna be switching to a new broker today, pretty much, and we'll see where the challenge goes from that point. This is why I don't market brokers right at the beginning of the challenge. I know you guys asked me for what broker am I using, what broker am I using. I literally got this asked 1,000 times. I don't want to market a broker that I don't trust and I don't have any experience with, and gladly I didn't market it because I closed the trade at 30,000 in profit, and then it puts me at 22. The slippage and the spread was absolutely ridiculous. I decided to withdraw my money and then put it into a new broker that I was gonna then test out. But again, keep in mind, this is the exact same account that I then just transferred the funds into a different one. And this is where we then pretty much moved on to week number 7, where the ending balance was about 22,000.
It's week 7 of me turning this $100 into $1 million.
So then on this next week, it was week 7. We were starting with about 22,000, and then the goal was to take 22 to then 40.
Touch that, touch that. What you guys know about week 7, turning $100 into $1 million. I thought I had just reversed on us. I was like, oh shit. Currently right now, we are up $4,000 on the trade. Now, I'm not excited because of these $4,000. I could give a shit. I'm excited about the potential of this trade that we have taken. If you have seen last week's series, you saw the loss we avoided on this position. Price had the push, stop, then push. That's what we are anticipating for this week to come ahead. So we avoided not making any money this week simply because we have experience in the market. Now, let's look at it now. So trade update, we are currently up $4,000 on GBP CHF. So if you guys saw last night's trade update, I explained that I was looking to enter a trade right around this area once we had the retest to then sell. So currently right now, GBP CHF has a very strong double top formation currently creating right now. Very strong bearish move. If this trade hits all the way down here, we'll fucking sweep 1 to 11 risk to reward. Meaning we will take, right now we have 35 lots, right? So 35 lots means that it's $350 per pip. So we do $350 per pip times a take profit of 342 pips. So $350 times 342 pips. Drum roll, please. $100,000 in one single position. The beauty of this is not this. We're gonna get to this no matter what. What is the beauty is how much I'm actually putting at risk. So I'm only putting at risk, so we have 30 pip stop loss. So if I do $350 per pip times $30, I'm only putting at risk 50% of the account. This is key to growth. So I'm literally risking 50% to almost 5x the account. Tell me that's not a fucking great deal. So right now we are currently just waiting for this position to have a confirmation body candlestick closure in the next 27 minutes under this level of support right here. 4-hour candlestick looks very strong, very bearish engulfing. Can then wait for a little retest as well for then that structure level right there. Basically, more of the story, all we gotta do right now is set forget. It just looks so lovely, dude. Like we're finally like making some type of decent money. Like look at this.
And then we ran into the same broker issue. We took the 20 and then we took it to the 40. But we ran into even worse slippage on this other broker that we were testing out. And again, this is why I don't market brokers. It's my first time trading on it and I'm taking a good trade. And when I take it, the profits that I'm supposed to be making, I literally lost it because of the slippage on the account.
This is the trades from last night, GBP CHF. You guys can clearly see that we closed out all 3 positions at the same exact time. One of them is in profit and then the other got split in half or whatever. And then it was in a loss. So GBP CHF last night, I explained if we had a retest of this level and then a rejection to the downside, we can very easily continue to head down. If not, if we body close above, we can come back right into our area of interest. So we body closed above, and as I'm seeing this body close above, and then I'm seeing this rejection from the EMA, but then I see this retest of this level of support that every single time we're above, we're clearly heading up. I say, oh shit, this is the area where I want to get out.
اللي يعرف فعلا بجد والله اللي يعرف في المجال ده يدينا كده نبذة عنه كده في الكومنتات. ما تنسوش يا جدعان اللايك والاشتراك وتسيبوا لي كده انتوا عايزين ايه المحتويات اللي نتكلم عنها سواء في التكنولوجيا سواء في اي مجال. اساعدونا كده ان احنا نعمل محتوى كده جذاب يرضي الناس ونعمل اشتراكات ونباع على القناة كده يعني يا جدعان مش كده.
Calculations right now because if I enter the position up at this point right here and then we close out the position, let's say somewhere in here, that is a total of about 23 pips, but for argument's sake, let's say 20 pips. So I am currently risking $200 per pip, so it's going to be $200 times 20 pips. I'm supposed to be up $4,000 on that position. I'm up $2,000, so they ate up 50% of my profits. But that's fine. You know what?
Forex.
High fees, I'll take it.
That is Forex.
But then the other position, when I go close it, it is then in a loss. Why did I take a loss on the same position that I entered at the same spot and closed at the same spot? Why did it close at a loss? Now, this is where I get very skeptical about these platforms because it's just so unnecessary. Like I just don't get it. And this is why I also split my lot sizes, because everybody says, oh, why don't you just take 180 lot? It's for this very same exact reason. If I were to take 80 lots in a position, it would literally have one full slipped out position. Versus if I split the positions in half, at least I get one, and then the other ones will probably have a little bit of slippage. So I do this because I've dealt with this shit before and I've been dealing it for a very long time.
Like this, at this point, was very frustrating because I just came off of a losing week, then a break-even week, and now 2 weeks that are technically break-even because of the market conditions that the broker was giving me. If I'm running into these issues with a broker so early on into the challenge, I'm already being skeptical because imagine the slippage and the issues that I'm going to be running at when I'm fluctuating hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit, which is realistically like 3-4 weeks away if I double the account every single week.
It's week 8 of me turning $100 into $1 million. Last week we took 2 trades where one of them made us about $2,000 and then the other we lost $2,000. Biggest waste of time ever.
And I wasn't gonna let any of this broker issue stop me living my life. I'm gonna go drift my Porsche, I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go do what I have to do. Because at the end of the day, what affected me last time was that I was not living my normal life. Now this time I decided to, you know what? If I take a loss, if I take a win, I'm gonna go hit my gym, I'm gonna go take my night trades, if you know what I'm talking about, and just do what I gotta do. And then later on throughout the week, we got another great opportunity in the market, which is what we analyze on Sunday Swings.
This market right here currently is having a lower high pullback. And this is what this market structure looks like on this pullback, right? We have some structure right here, and then we are now at this resistance level. If I take this same exact market structure move from right here, and then I simply move it to this market structure here, with an exception of making this a little bit higher and aiming this a little bit higher, it's the exact same move right here, but instead of it obviously being here, it is now right here. It's the same exact move with the exception of it being a little bit higher. Now, what is the difference? that this had this shit, the structure up here, and that this one is having it right here. Let's see what happened here to see if we can anticipate for it to happen here, because we're expecting for the sells, and clearly this, once it did this pattern, it then went to the downside. So let's zoom into this 30 minutes structure on this circle time frame right here. What did we get when we were at this pattern right here? Oh, okay, we got a left head, right shoulder. Okay, cool, left head, right shoulder, retest, then sell. Well, let's go to current price right now. Holy shit, what do we have here? Left head, right shoulder. Fuck with me, fuck with me. If you want me to keep showing you guys, because I see this all the time, and I don't always explain it because it's just normal to me. This is my second language, third language, and I see this literally every single day. It's very normal. But to a lot of you guys, this might be like, what the fuck? A wow moment. And if it is, let me know in the comments so I can keep doing this stuff for you guys, because it motivates me and it shows me that you guys are actually learning. So this position we're actually very interested in executing, but not just yet. I want to execute this position once we have some type of engulfing confirmation. So right now I have my potential entry right under this level, because when this candlestick closes under it, it is a engulfing candlestick. So just put my alarm under there to pretty much notify me once we have that engulfing candlestick. Even the 15-minute hasn't had the engulfing quite just yet. So we're gonna stay up all night tonight, because that literally might happen very soon.
We actually ended up taking then the account from the 22 to about 60K in profit, more or less.
Drum roll, please. What the fucking trade update? $19,000 fucking dollars. Now, how fast did this happen? Very fast.
والله 19,000 في عبط.
Right now, USD exactly how I explained yesterday. Literally explained the only way we'd be interested in taking this position right here is if we have a break, retest, and then sell. Price literally retested, sell. Exactly what we anticipated. Perfect entry signal. Literally 1 hour ago, as you guys can see down here, 8 o'clock in the morning. Currently, right now, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. So as soon as we entered this position, market immediately started heading to the downside. Look how fast this momentum of this market is currently moving. Beautiful 30 minutes bearish engulfing evening star formation, 15-minute time frame. As soon as the candlestick closed, boom, just completely downside move, which is absolutely beautiful. This is the trade that we avoided yesterday, and we avoided to take the loss because it never retested and gave us the engulfing of this left head and the right shoulder. Now, avoided this loss, we can remove this. Now we have this position right here, which is looking decent, right? Obviously, I'm just hyped because I risked a lot more than I should have, because we're trying to turn $20,000 into 40. So I can literally close the position right now, and then we will have the $40,000 in profit that we need, literally. Oh shit! What? Oh shit! What the fuck just happened? Oh shit! Whoa! Whoa! Don't you fucking do it. Hold on, I'm in shock right now. Yo, I saw 50,000. It was at the bottom of that wick right there. Is news happening right now? Probably. Well, now I'm on edge. I'm gonna put an alarm right around my entry signal just to let me know that it is up there. I have to put an alarm at the bottom of this candlestick. If we get a candlestick to go back under that wick, we're pretty much good. We are good. Okay. You don't want this. All right, so currently right now we had a little quick spaz in the markets. This is what trading in the market is. This is why people go crazy when they risk more money than they should. If I was risking, 3, 4, 5% like a normal human, I wouldn't even care. Oh. Right now, $40,000 floating in profit. That's it, all we care about. Oh shit. Oh my god! Oh shit!
بص
Oh shit!
خسارة يا جدعان.
Oh shit! Yo, I can't make this up, dude. Yo, I can't make this up, dude. Holy shit! Holy shit, bro!
good. Oh, yo, 100,000. Yo, there's no way. Yo, there's no way.
هو في ايه ده؟ هو ماله ده؟ يا ابني مجنون، هو ايه اللي حصل؟
Yo, there's no way. Oh, I kind of hurt myself. Is my watch okay? Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. We can buy another one.
ايه ده بيطلع اصلا.
Yo, we're about to be at 100,000. That's fucking crazy. Yo, the countdown is legendary. Yo!
البتاع دي ماشية عكس. ادخل يا جوه يا ابني، الراجل جوه دي دوبك
97. Yo, it's gonna hit 100,000. Yo, it's gonna hit 100,000. You gotta keep going. Let's do that. I think we got it to like. Do we got it to there? No, I just gotta focus.
بص يا اسطى خلي بالك بيبص على حركته.
This right here shows you guys that the fucking fundamentals will follow the technicals. Alright, I gotta focus, dude. Market update, boys. Market update, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, we have officially closed the account at, no, drum roll, please. Thank you very much. We have officially closed at $90,000 on the account. So we ended off the week, I think about 90,000, 80,000, something like that in profit. And honestly, I didn't have really anything else to do. So I had a bright idea. Why not buy 5-6 junk cars, call my other rich friends,
هي بتيجي حاجات كده يا جدعان والله برضه ساعات هي بتساعدك، هي الدنيا ماشيه بتساعدك. ايوه يا وحش الدين. ايوه يا جدعان برضه حد عرفنا الواد ده. انا مش يعني انا بس هو الواد يعني رمى كارت يا جدعان دلوقتي غبي. غير ان العمله الفرق الطلعه والنازله دي كسبه كتير، بس هو الواد دماغه حلوه. الواد ده بيقارن الصعود والنزول بالظبط. هو بيجي يقول لك هتلاقي في اختلافات بسيطه بين اللي بيحصل دلوقتي وبيحصل كده.
And let's play bumper cars. Everybody's reaction is like, what the fuck?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As much as I would want to go right into the markets and show you my trades on this week, where I'm going to be turning the $90,000 into 200, I have to spoon feed my children, my very special children.
هو حفزني بصراحه.
Come here, airplane.
So the beginning of week 9, something that I expected to happen happened.
على فكرة بس هيبقى في الدولار، بس هو
decided to arise and they decided to then voice their opinions on their chats. Now keep in mind, haters were not voicing their opinion up to this point. Why? Because the account wasn't big enough. Turning 100 to 300 and then 300 to 4,000 or 5,000, it's just not exciting. But now when I started having multiple six figures fluctuating, automatically people wanted to then say, he's not showing the trade history, it's not real, he blew the account. Like if I have not been showing every single trade, the before, the during, the after, up to this point, literally showing every single trade in my free Telegram, in my Discord, in my Instagram, on YouTube. They wanted to voice their opinions, and I said, okay, you know what? Nobody's gonna fuck with my reputation. My reputation is everything. So I addressed the haters, showed the trade history, and then continue on with the journey. Because truthfully, if they were concerned about the challenge being legit at this point, I said, you know what? Thank you. That means I'm not doing good of enough a job. Let me double down on making this even more transparent and even more legit.
خلي بالك انا عاملها على الساعة.
11:15 in the morning. And as of right now, the account is currently sitting at a whopping
90,000
psych $115,000. Now you know what? Let me just we're currently sitting at $115,000. Now, the reason why I'm not excited is because we could have literally been in this much profit. It would have been code in the last trade. But it sucks that we had to overexpose ourselves, but it's okay. Why? Because the strategy is working once again. NZD CAD, literally having left head, right shoulder, retest of the neckline. Exactly what I explained yesterday on the 1 hour time frame. Higher high, higher low, higher high, blah, 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 blah. Once it breaks and retests this neckline, we will be interested in selling. And boys, that is exactly what we did. We broke and we retested once again. Like, does not get any more legit than this. Oh, but you wanna know what's the crazy part? That the downside potential of this trade is massive. We can reach lows of all the way up to this structure point right here, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna be greedy. We're gonna be realistic and set real take profits. And we entered this position. Once we body close under this right here, we're pretty much good.
And very ironically, the same week that I call out the haters is the same week where I'm supposed to be fluctuating in multiple 6 figures in profits. I actually ended up having the biggest loss.
I don't even know why I'm laughing at this point.
هجيبك
To 44,000. Fuck, bro. This is why we can't fuck around talking shit. We fucking jinxed it, talking bullshit. So we just took an unnecessary $40,000 loss on an NZD CAD.
The same week I decided to troll the haters, which honestly, it was kind of funny because I made it even more legit, even more transparent, and I expected to win a trade. And I lost. I lost in front of everybody. And after I trolled the haters, which kind of like it was an L on my side, but you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that that happened because that only made me stronger to then come into the next week. So we started off the challenge this week on about 90,000 and we ended off on 40, which kind of sucks because after you address haters, you want to win. You want to win on the haters. I lost on the haters. Even though we did lose 50% of the account, I did something the haters can't. I got on a G4 to go to Dominican Republic to not only do a podcast on the jet, but to go check out my tobacco farm that I have for this brand that I'm actually building, which is my niche cigar brand. And I said, okay, I might have lost for the week, but let's take this private jet, this cool podcast, and be back in about 36 hours just to check up on how the cigars are doing and coming right back. So the haters had the laugh at the beginning of the week, but then I had it at the end of the week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let's head to our office. Let me show you the starting balance for this week on the account. Wrong phone. Right phone. So right now the starting balance for this week is going to be $34,000.
So to start off week 10, we got on the jet right back to Miami. But before I leave, I like taking care of the people that took care of me while we were out in this trip in the Dominican Republic. Had one of the best chefs, one of the best services. Tipped them about $2,000 to $3,000 in ones that I happened to find in my duffel bag. Don't ask me why it's ones. Don't ask me how it got there. I don't know.
Oh my
طب ايه يا جدعان الراجل بيوزع اهوت ولا زي الفل اهو give me money honey اهو يا جدعان الدنيا جميله وراجل خير حد يكلمه يا جدعان يقول له الراجل اللي قاعد دوت يعني الدنيا بايظه معاه ظبط الدنيا معاه بالله عليك.
You could give somebody in the United States $10,000 like cash, like a big stack like this.
ايوه اديها زي like this. I'm gonna feel like this. اديني feel like this.
First thing that I do when I get back is pull up the timepiece trading, buy a new Richard Mille, because I felt like my wrist was a little weak. You know, I'm like, you know what? We've been doing this for 10 weeks. I need some motivation. I need something better. Bugatti's not enough, and it's broken. Let's go buy a new Richard Mille.
What you just picked up,
الواد ده خلي بالك بس في حد يشتم الحركة
it's carbon, super light. I think it's cool, like it's good contrast from your like your white watch, your gold watch.
بوجاتي مش كافية. مش عارف ساعة مش عارف ايه مش كافية.
Oh, like the black gold. Bro, I think we'll take this one.
That's it.
بص يا اسطى الصناديق دي يا جدعان بيشيلوا فيها الساعات الغالية جدا.
Bought a chain for Steve with the giveaway out to him.
بتبقى موجودة شفتها في تركيا. موضوع بص يا اسطى السلسلة بتاعت سلسلة كلب والله.
There's a give back day.
ايوه
He
فعلا.
never gets gifts. So I was like, let me be the first guy to actually gift this guy.
الراجل ده بيدي ناس هدايا يا جدعان. يا جدعان قلت لكم اللي يعرف الراجل ده يبعتهولي. يقول له بس في واحد كده هنا عايز فلوس.
But my conscious is
We're currently in a position that we are going to continue
مش عايز بوجاتي
set and forget.
الراجل بوجاتي دي مش على قد
I mean,
انا
I
ما
never
بعرفش
just
اسوق
called it
غير
last
في نص
night. It's not my
الرجل
first time calling.
اديني انت
Alright,
بس
boys, so market
رزمة
update, we are
مركب
currently up 41,000. So we're back at, we're not
يا
even
جدعان
back
انت
where we were
متخيل
last
يعمل
week. And we
ارباح
did the
من
dumbest thing
5000
ever.
جنيه؟ انا
We just
هكلمك بالمصري
executed
عشان انت
a
مصري شبهي،
loss
ولو
right
انت في
here
اي
because
بلد
we
كانت
decided to
المصري
enter
هتقربها
this
لك شويه.
position right
انت
around this area,
بتتكلم من
thinking that it was just
5000
going to continue to go down. Like when you don't sleep all night, you just start seeing shit. But then I go down to the 1 hour,
يا
I'm
ابن
like, oh
اللعيبه
wait,
ليه
this price
50
definitely has
مليون
the
جنيه
opportunity
دلوقتي يا
to
جدعان
come
الموضوع
back and
عدى
retest
50
this
مليون
level
جنيه دي،
of
انا بقول لك
support.
50 مليون
It's just
جنيه
how it
ديت
did
فاهم
here.
من غير اي
It
رفاهيه
could even go up further.
فاهم
It could
يعني
even
زي
go
ما انا
back up
شلتهم
all the
من
way
بعد
up to
اللي
this
هم ال
area
100
right
دولار
around here before actually going down.
لمليون دولار.
So the
الموضوع
80
مفيش
lot that
ابسط
I
من
took at
كده.
that point right there, I simply
انا بكلمك
closed
بقى
it because it was
بالمصري
actually retarded.
الخمسه
So now
ب
I'm
50
currently in this
مليون.
position.
5000
It's literally what I said yesterday. We're ready to execute it. We're just waiting for the right confirmations. We just
المشكلة ان
got the
كل حاجة
break of the
فعلا على
structure I
عينيك يعني،
wanted
هو
to
ربي مفيش حاجة بيتحرك فيها غير لما بيكون
yeah, we're in
مصورة.
this position now, so I'm just going to anticipate for price to continue having
هو ايه
a
ده يا
push to
جدعان
the
اللي بيسمعوا
downside
عليه صح؟
after this retest. We avoided a loss yesterday on Euro GBP, avoided a loss on GBP JPY, and avoided a loss on Euro AUD. So we've been dodging bullets all week. Finally managed to catch one that aligned with the strategy. We closed the position at the top of this wick up here, and literally we probably did the best decision we could have done. We closed these two positions at a $2,000 loss for a total of 160 lots. Then we waited for price to have its rejection. Now, some of you guys would have been like, wow, you closed for no reason. You could have still been holding the trade. You know what? You're right. You're right, dude. But you wouldn't be up $63,000 if I did not do that. Why? Because I waited for this next entry, bearish engulfing confirmation, evening star formation under the EMA rejection from the structure. And I said, you know what? Okay, fine. You want to take me out of break even? You want to make me lose an extra 15 pips from the original entry that I originally had up here from this to this point? Okay, fine. I'll make it back by risking 170 more lots.
هو مش هري يعني مش قصدي بس انا ما بتابعوش مش دماغي يعني. بس الموضوع كده بقى في دماغي خلاص. لا بجد والله بقى في دماغي.
So we essentially almost doubled a little bit over the risk that we had before, but we got an extra confirmation that we did not get here.
الراجل بس عدى فاهم انت شهرين. اهو يا عم 51 يوم عدى شهرين. شهرين
but we gain 170 lots. It sucks in the short term, but on the long term, trust me, it's gonna pay off.
مش كده مش كده بص عامل 66 عمالة تنزل في التداول.
Yes! Like we were just up $70,000 fucking dollars. This shit's making me go crazy. Alright, just got out right now. Fucking I don't know, dude. I don't know how much that is. Like $6,000 in profit, $5,000. Bro, what a swing, dude. How do you go from like 13? How do you go from $70,000 in profit to then $13,000 in drawdown? To now only making $4 grand. Tell me how that works.
So we ended off week 10 pretty choppy, kind of whack.
معلش يا حمادة معلش.
We spent a lot of money, but we didn't make a lot of money. But then come week 11, the same thing, picked top pairs for the week. But now this time, we did a major comeback.
Welcome to week 11, turning $100 into $1 million.
We made up for the slack that we did in 2 weeks because we took the account balance from what we were starting at to about $200,000.
Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck? The video just started. It didn't. The video started yesterday on Sunday Swings. Welcome to another Sunday Swings, where I literally broke down every single one of these trades to the T. I entered USD CAD on the sales once again. So if you guys go watch last week's series, you guys would see what I went through last week right here at this very moment. I entered this trade, got stopped out at break even. I closed out at break even. I entered this trade, closed myself out at break even right here. It was an absolute brutal Friday. Now price came back into the area, did exactly what I said it was going to do, and then we executed the positions right at the top of this area. Such a beautiful trade. Look at this retest here from this level of support, resistance, rejection from the EMA. Daily time frame currently having that breakout structure. This daily candlestick can go off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candlesticks. Then we had the pullback. Then we had the weekly double doji, rejection from the EMA, rejection from the structure. Like there's so many things that are gonna make this trade create a new lower low rather than create a higher high. All I did was simply re-enter the trade where I was originally entered. The only thing that changed is the mindset behind when I entered this trade versus when I entered this trade. But if you notice, I'm taking the exact same trade. Look at the pattern formation here. And where it is, it's at the area of interest, EMA. Look at the pattern formation here. It's at the area of interest and EMA. And then you simply set and forget. And we're now up $168,000. And yes, it's the same account as always, boys. You guys can see right here in the trade history. I can literally close this position right now. So it's literally Monday morning, and I can literally close out this position at this very point right here and be done for the week. And there goes this series, 5 minutes. But you know what? We're not stopping there. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna try and turn this 100-something thousand into the million today.
Now the goal for the week was to double the account. And like always, I see the structure continuing with the trend, so I'm going to set and forget. I want to maximize my profits, but minimize my losses.
Trade update, it is currently 12:45 in the morning. It's about to be 1 a.m. Right now, we are in a new position where now the account is up $35 gazillion. I'm kidding. We're still at the same exact spot. Still no trades that we have added on to the challenge. So, we did miss this new added position on USD CAD. As you guys can see, prices actually had a retracement to the area exactly how I anticipated. Price came back, retested the structure level, and now it looks like it's having a sell down. We literally pulled out, I mean, you know, we had a little bit more that we could have potentially gotten, but you know, it's simply not worth it. So we got out at the perfect area right before this retracement. We're looking to add positions here, but the session was not the right session to be entering this trade. So for me to be interested in adding a new position, I would have to wait for a retest here to then head to the downside. So I'm gonna be waiting for that lower high to then sell.
Wake up the next day and I see the trade could have tripled the account. I could have closed the account at $500,000 by doing nothing. And you know, this did mess with my psychology a little bit, but I'm leading by example. I have too many people watching me. I have to be realistic and be like, you know what, guys, this is going to happen. You're gonna set and forget, and you're gonna close at the point where you thought it was the final point before price reversed. But the trade keeps on going, it's okay. You made money, you hit your take profit, you move on. So I did miss out on about 300K on the trade, but it's okay because I hit the profit for the week and we showed people that we can come back from 2 losing weeks, 2 break-even weeks to now tripling the account on 1 single trade. It's week 12 of me turning this into a million-day trading.
وده يا جدعان والله بص الموضوع يعني قفشت دماغي قفشت دماغي قفشه وحشه قوي ده انا قاعد بسرح مع الراجل.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like always, the pairs that we analyzed on Sunday swings ended up taking it. We fluctuated up and down.
يا عم خلصانه ماشي. انا مش هحلك برضه.
I've said this a million times. Trade up there right now. We are up $59,000 on the account. But not only have I said this a million times, I'm talking about this. Yo, what is going on every single time? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, it's every time, dude. Yo, I can't make this up, dude. Yo, I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't make this up. Bro, I was literally gonna say, we have the head and shoulders pattern. We see this pattern a gazillion times. And then we usually always have the retest to then sell. Dude, what is happening? What is happening, bro?
What's happening, bro? What's happening, bro?
Well, look at that. There goes our trade update right there. We're up 100,000. The goal for the week is half a ticket. Bro, what's there? Come on. Do your thing. Yeah. And dude, I was just so calm. I was so relaxed. I was so pacific. Well, the goal was to show you guys that what I said we needed yesterday to happen, which was the head and shoulders. We put our alarm at the shifted structure. And once we body close under it, we get the retest and then we sell. That's basically it. We've said it 100 fucking times. You can't make this up, dude. You cannot make this up. Okay, so right now we are up exactly a 1 to 1, and we're up about 100,000. That means when we get to a 1 to 2, we should be up 200,000. And when we get to a 1 to 3, we'll be up 300,000. Isn't that beautiful? Don't you want to have your easy math like that? Every single time you add a risk reward, it's just an extra 100K, 100K, 100K. Sounds good to me. This is why I didn't want to celebrate earlier or be anywhere near excited, because I expected for something like this to happen. We are currently down about $25,000 in the account. When we were up earlier about 150,000 at the height of it. The markets diddled the did out of me. Look at this. Price went not only straight into our stop loss, but a complete violation, break through the previous structure level, almost through the screen and out the fucking roof. We just got diddled in the diddle. Is that even real? Fuck! Luckily, we did not risk much on the position. We are only back at 135,000, and we only took about a $68,000 loss on the account, which, given this trade, I should have risked 100%. But I explained to you, the higher I go in the account, I lower my risk by 25 to 50%. So I'm not even mad. I'm not. It's just, it's one of those losses with this type of approach. You know, Albert Einstein has projects that sometimes don't do well, and right now we are not doing well. We're still at the same exact spot. Still no new positions into the account. So our trade ideas are going to potentially start moving as of right now. GBP CHF for sells. I love how this price action is currently looking right now. Daily time frame close with a daily doji. And if you go down to the 1 hour, 1 hour has had what looks to be like a double top. I'm literally going to wait for a break and retest under this area right here. So this is kind of like the consolidation zone it's in. So I want to have some type of break out of this, and then a quick retest to then sell, a little breakout, then a quick retest to then sell. Everything depends on the price action, but I want to enter here, but I can't enter here right now. I need the breakout confirmation and then the pullback to enter here. Or I don't mind entering a little bit lower, but I just need the confirmation that it's having a breakout and having a move. We are up 238,000 motherfucking dollars. GBP CHF trade update. So right now we have 3 very unique entries on GBP CHF, and I want to explain them to perfection because this moved very fast, literally only like 4 hours. It's just one candlestick. So GBP CHF.
معلش يا حماده ثواني. ما تنسوش يا جماعه اللايك والاشتراك، ولو عايزين تخلينا اكمل الجزء ده معاكم، وهو ما فاضلوش كتير، فاضل له بتاع يعني شويه صغيرين. لو عايزين نعمل لكم الجزء التاني بقيته امين. وما تنسوش اللايك والشير علشان نكسر الدنيا. والراجل ده بوب، الراجل ده فعلا بوب، يعني الراجل ده فعلا فاهم بغض النظر عن كل اللي احنا بنقوله في الفيديو، بس هو الراجل ده بوب ونظرياته حلوه واستراتيجيته بمعنى الصح كويسه، وعارف اللي كده تكنيك ممكن يخيب معاه يعني يخيب معاه مثلا ايه، وما زال لغايه دلوقتي هو مثلا ممكن يكون مخيب معاه، بس هو الواد دماغه شغاله وعارف عارف لعبه البورصه كويس جدا. فانا رايكم ان انا اتعلم الموضوع دوت ولا اكمل كما انا وكما هو الموضوع ده لو خدني في نقطة التعلم فأنا هغيب شوية عن الفيديوهات. أنا كل شوية بتطلع لي حاجة بغيب شوية عن الفيديوهات، كل شوية بتطلع لي حاجة بغيب شوية عن الفيديوهات. فأنا قررت أعمل رياكتات للناس اللي بتعمل فلوس والأجهزة والحاجات الحديثة والكلام ده كله. فكل ده تابعوه عندي أنا هنا على القناة، وسلام.